everybody. I am feeling very good this morning. Finally, these cold symptoms are starting to go away, starting to feel a little bit of energy back in me, which is really nice. Last night, totally crushed a cardio session in the building's weight room downstairs. Ended up in a pool of sweat on the floor, but that's good. I wanted to be able to do that, see if I can sweat out some of this cold bug out of me. But today should be another very good and interesting day. Today's kind of a day that I'm trying to deal with a few different kind of fears, better myself, find out ways to, help the good old mind, not just kind of in the body and trying to get physically fit, but trying to get my head on track. So I want to talk about a couple of different things today. And the main one around that I want to talk about is fear. Myself have always kind of had this fear of failure. So really for things where maybe I might be building something, I started building the Batmobile, I do home renovations, do different things like that. I usually don't have any kind of fear of failure. I always figure if I screw it up, then I'll just hire somebody to finish it for me. So I ended up learning a lot of different things, different skills, how to weld, how to do different things and build stuff with my hands or computers or whatever. So I've never really had a fear that way. But when it comes more to personal side of things, the fear of failure is always kind of there. So whether that be work, right? Needing to try to get something absolutely done. I used to try to really climb the corporate ladder when I was at BlackBerry, and I took on a lot of personal responsibility for anything to kind of fail, and had this mentality of I don't care what you tell me I can't do, just dare to tell me that I can't do something, because I will will it to be so. And that was usually around different kind of personal achievements and stuff that I felt would reflect on me personally. So for that, it comes into relationships as well. So trying to deal with all the fun things that come with divorce and separation and figuring out where you're going to go. So for me, one of the things that I'm starting to do starting today is going back and getting a little bit of counseling. So there's always this kind of stigma around mental health, and people feel as though they can't ask for help. So for me, that asking for help is kind of one of those things of showing that you've failed. So I'm trying to face that myself, and being able to go in and talk a little bit about relationships, what's going on with me, trying to deal with lingering anger, trying to get past some of these things so that they're not kind of holding me back from where I want to get to in my life. So I'm trying to deal with that kind of fear of failure, and the ways that I'm dealing with that and trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. One is doing this, vlogging about my journey, my goals, where I'm trying to go, because failing in this is very public, and you get to see the crumble and the crash. But I try to do the same thing for working on some car projects, blogging, doing some of those sorts of things out there where it's a public failure when you can't do things and they just don't turn out. And that's okay. The actuality of it is that you tried. You attempted it and failed, but that's okay. At least you attempted it. So for me, starting a little bit of that counseling today, I've got my cheery attitude, my unicorn and rainbow shirt on today to help with my positive attitude. And then later today, I will be heading back over to Habitual, the gym that I've joined, to talk with some of the staff there and the managers there on my goals of what I'm trying to achieve over this next year. So with this 250K challenge, competition, personal challenge for myself ending in a few days, I've got my eyes set on trying to step on stage in 2018 in the men's physique classification for bodybuilding. So it will be a very interesting journey. And so I'm asking for help. So it's one of the tricky things for a lot of people to do, including myself, is being able to ask for help. But one of the things that you'll realize is that there's a lot of people willing to give help. So we'll be going there tonight to go over my nutrition plan, what I'm planning on doing for changing up some of my workout schedules for some of the target areas that I think are lacking, that I'm trying to develop over the next little bit. Come up with a good solid plan of how to tackle this and see, if I can succeed personally of what I'm trying to do over the next little while. So it should be a really interesting day of learning and working on kind of goals of where I want to get to. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I encourage anybody out there, if you're struggling, ask for help. People will give it, friends, family, seeking professional help when you know that you need a little bit extra. That's what I'm doing. I think it's going to be good for me, and we'll see how the day goes.